Welcome to MOTIVZONE. Today's story is about the power of courage. It's the story of a lion who lost his roar and discovered his true strength. Once there was a lion, the biggest, strongest, most majestic lion in the whole savannah. His roar was legendary. It was so loud that it could shake the trees, make the birds flutter in surprise, and even make the elephant's ears wiggle. Every animal in the savannah knew. When Leo roared, everyone listened. But one morning, Leo woke up and opened his mouth, and nothing came out. Not a growl, not even a tiny grrr, just silence. Leo tried again, and again, and again. Still nothing. Oh no, Leo whispered to himself. What if I'm not a lion anymore? The animals of the savannah started to notice. The monkeys stopped chattering and pointed. The zebras looked nervous. Even the tiny field mice froze in place. A lion without a roar. Impossible. Leo felt smaller than ever. He tried stomping his paws to sound big. He puffed out his chest. He even tried a funny little squeak, but nothing worked. The mighty king of the savannah had no voice. Feeling sad and embarrassed, Leo decided to ask for help. He wandered to Tico, the wise old tortoise who had lived longer than any other creature in the savannah. Tico, Leo said, his head low. My roar. It's gone. What do I do? Without it, I'm nothing. Tico looked at him slowly. A roar doesn't make a lion strong, Leo. It's your courage, your heart, and your cleverness that make you mighty. Leo frowned. But everyone expects a roar. If I don't roar, they won't respect me. Tico chuckled. Sometimes losing something you think makes you special helps you see what really matters. The roar was just a mask. The real strength comes from inside. Leo didn't really understand, but he decided to keep trying anyway. And soon enough, he had his first chance. A herd of gazelles was cornered by a group of sneaky hyenas. The gazelles froze, trembling with fear. Normally, Leo's roar would have sent the hyenas running, but now there was only silence. Leo took a deep breath. He couldn't roar, but he could act. He ran straight at the hyenas, stomping and swiping with his huge paws. The hyenas jumped back, startled by Leo's bravery. A lion without a roar? They yipped. That's weird. But it worked. The hyenas scattered, leaving the gazelles safe. Leo realized something amazing. You don't need a loud voice to be brave. Actions can be louder than any roar. Over the next few days, Leo started noticing things he had never paid attention to before. The rustle of the grass, the funny chatter of the monkeys, the smell of flowers after a rainstorm. Things he had ignored when his roar had done all the talking. Without his roar, he had to listen and think, and he realized the world was bigger and more interesting than he had ever imagined. But life in the savannah wasn't just about noticing pretty things. It was full of challenges. Swift the fox, clever and quick, had grown bold. He started sneaking around, stealing food and causing trouble for the smaller animals. Leo knew hiding or being silent wouldn't help. He had to lead. Leo watched Swift carefully, learning his tricks. Then, one night, he set up little clever traps using sticks, leaves, and mud. When Swift came prowling, Leo led him on a chase through the trees and across the streams. The fox ran in confusion, slipping and sliding, while Leo darted through small spaces Swift couldn't fit through. Hey, how is a lion doing this? Swift shouted, slipping on a muddy branch. Brains beat brawn, Leo called back, grinning. In the end, Swift ran away. drenched and flustered, and the forest was safe again. Brutus the bear, who had been watching quietly, came over and rumbled, "Tiny or not, Leo, you're still mighty." Leo laughed. "Thanks, Brutus. I may not have a roar, but I still have paws." Then came the biggest challenge yet, a huge storm. Trees bent and cracked, rain poured in sheets, and lightning flashed across the sky. The animals panicked. Milo, oh, not Milo this time. All the little creatures needed help. Leo didn't roar. He ran. He guided the small animals to safe spots, showed the young ones how to hold on to roots during the flood, and helped the bigger ones find shelter. Brutus carried animals on his back, and together they made sure everyone survived. When the storm passed, the savannah was messy, but safe, and Leo realized that even without his roar, he had saved more lives than ever before. Courage and clever thinking mattered more than loudness. Word of Leo's bravery spread through the savannah. The animals whispered, "Leo may not roar, but he is still our king." And Leo felt something he hadn't felt in a long time, proud, happy, and confident in himself. One night, as the stars twinkled above, Leo went back to Tico. "I still can't roar," he admitted. "I feel incomplete." Tico smiled. "Leo, you've learned the most important lesson. Strength isn't about scaring others. It's about being brave when it matters, helping those in need, and leading with your heart." Leo thought about all the gazelles he had saved, all the small animals who had looked up to him, and all the clever ways he had outsmarted danger. Suddenly, he understood. Power isn't about loudness. It's about courage, kindness, and wisdom. And then, one morning, something magical happened. Leo opened his mouth, and a sound came out, not the thundering roar of before, but a confident, steady growl that was his own. It wasn't the same, but it didn't need to be. It was him, and that was enough. From that day on, Leo ruled the savannah in a new way. He led with his heart, protected those in need, and inspired the animals not with loud roars, but with bravery, cleverness, and kindness. Every creature, from the tiniest mouse to the tallest giraffe, knew that true strength didn't come from sound. It came from courage. And so, the story of Leo teaches us all something very important. Sometimes losing what we think makes us special helps us find what really makes us strong. You don't have to be the loudest to make a difference. You just have to be brave, think carefully, and act with your heart. Even without a roar, Leo became the greatest lion the savannah had ever known. Not because of sound, but because of courage, wisdom, and a kind heart. And from that day forward, every time a young lion doubted themselves, they remembered Leo. And every time a small animal felt scared, they remembered that even without a roar, courage could save the day.